this game is this secretive government agency called Federal Bureau of Control. And they are an organization that deals with the unexplainable.
And what they do is investigate and sometimes collect and bring back to their headquarters altered items, these strange objects that have caused phenomena out in the world.
Control takes place in the headquarters of Federal Bureau of Control, a place called the Oldest House. It's this featureless, bleak, concrete, brutalist architecture skyscraper in Manhattan, in New York City.
Once we have that world, we start to ask the question, okay, what are the different stories we want to tell within that world? What are the different experiences we want to have?
We are known for telling stories. This time around, we wanted the story to focus on introducing this interesting, cool world.
Finding ways to tell the story through the environment and the gameplay is important for us.
So the narrative in Control is different from previous Remedy games because it is less cinematic focused. There's a lot more environmental storytelling. Gameplay and story are working hand in hand to tell the plot and develop the characters.
It's not just what you think is going on the surface. There's always something happening much deeper. And I think that we're going to have some surprises on exactly how deep this world goes.
We sort of think of it as a world within a location. It's this ever-shifting place full of mysteries and adventures for players to explore. And when we filled every corner of it with new weird ideas, and I don't know if you're familiar with new weird, but it's as a literary genre, it borrows aspects from science fiction and horror, and takes those things and twists them into something new and exciting and fresh. And so we were really inspired by that.
It's a very strange place, a place of power. It's much, much bigger in the inside than the outside would lead you to believe. Maybe even endless. If you know the right rules and rituals, you can keep on traveling deeper.
Slowly we formed this idea of this strange place, a world that you can explore, with the character with powers that are stemmed partially from these kind of older horror movies, that feels like a superhero.
Jessie is a newcomer when it comes to the Bureau, but she has had dealings with these supernatural forces and the unexplainable before.
And that journey leads her to the Bureau and to the Oldest House. The Bureau has been invaded by an otherworldly force, and Jessie, the new director, has to regain control of the building.
Jessie is clearly meant to be a juxtaposition for what's happening currently in the Bureau. There's this old guard, old guys who've clearly let things go really bad, and then this young woman comes in and is gonna, set things right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new kind of an experience that needs a new kind of a hero.
She maybe has a kind of an emotional connection to this world that maybe our previous protagonists haven't initially had. It's something that, even though she's not familiar with the place, as soon as she gets there, there's this strange connection that is born, where she feels maybe that in the first time in her life, that she's arrived to a place where she belongs.
Because she's seen so much weird in her life, she's at home when she walks into the Oldest House. The weird to her is oh my God, thank God, I'm not crazy. So I think she embraces the weird even more, because there's weirder things that happen in this house. Objects of power that are doing weird things and breaking things down, and it's there's an excitement to it, because she's okay, I'm not crazy, this is cool.
And when we started thinking about Jessie as a character, Courtney immediately came to mind that she would be perfect in this role.
Yeah, she's already familiar with our processes. She's run through the gauntlet once, so next time around it's going to be even faster and cooler.
The moment we started to talk with her, she reacted in the best possible way and was immediately eager to jump into it and open a dialogue about how do we make this work, and her participation has been super valuable.
Since this is my second time around, I kind of know more about what goes into it, so it's been fun. It's been cool. I feel like it's been a lot more hands-on in like discovering Jessie this time, which was nice. You know, I did my creation work up until this point, and then we got here and it was like, all right, now let's collaborate.
We knew Courtney, and we know that she is a very athletic, physical person, and it was important to us to make sure that the costume outfit takes that into account, so that it looks like it's clothing we believe that she could do all those things that she feels she'd be capable of doing.
Jessie doesn't belong to Bureau. In Bureau, everything, like all the materials are durable and very functional and bespoke. So Jessie had to have like very casual clothing, very worn out, and so she could stand out from the Bureau officials.
We were thinking about a character that would represent the Bureau, and we came up with the old director, Trench. Cynical, hard-boiled, kind of very strict. Yeah, I was actually, you know, going back in Remedy history, thinking about our different characters. I was thinking about one particular hard-boiled detective.
I got a call from my agent saying they're thinking about using you in the next video game.
Trench, when he was younger, was a man of action. What if this kind of a character is then pushed up the ladder and ends up as the director in a place like this? You know, has had to make compromises, has had to make questionable choices along the way, and he's growing tired.
This guy's kind of a tragic figure, but a powerful one at the same time, and there's a lot of layers to him. And he does have his own agenda, while giving all the information that I can to Jessie, or eventually that I will to Jessie, so that there's some mystery there, which every actor appreciates, a little mystery about their character.
For Jessie, Trench is very essential, because even though she's got her own intuition and things that she's learned, there is a specific set of, you know, ways to abide to make sure that this oldest house is taken care of in the way that it's supposed to be.
But of course, the situation being what it is, the whole Bureau being invaded by the Hiss, you know, there is a real danger and urgency that all of this will be snatched away. She has come, after all the years of searching, she has now come so close, and now there is a danger that all of this will go away. We have other reveals that we have not told you yet, and we have this role in the game, a key role, the head of research in the Bureau. The Bureau deals with these dangerous, unexplainable forces, and there is a scientist who is in charge of all of this research at the Bureau, and that's Dr. Casper Darling. And we have a wonderful actor playing Dr. Darling, and that's Matthew Poreda, whom you know as the voice of Alan Wake.